Yo, what's going on YouTube? Camyo here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do something a little different. I don't think I've ever really done one of these on my channel before, but I had the idea last night to rank my favorite or the best fossil Pokemon. So that's, generations 1 through the present, every single fossil Pokemon. This is mainly going to be my opinions and my experience with these Pokemon. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into this. So starting off here, we have Craniados, and I'll probably try to do the beginning evolutions first and then the secondary evolutions. That's going to be mainly based on, cuteness, appearance, things of that sort. So with that being said, Craniados, oh man, Kranidos is definitely A tier as far as appearance. He's one of the best looking. He's a dinosaur. He's fierce, but he's cute. He's got those little chubby cheeks. If you ever see a Kranidos cry, you see his little chubby cheeks. It's, oh my goodness. Definitely A tier. He's a hard hitter. His moveset isn't that great, so he might get moved down. But then we have Shieldon, and Shieldon is absolutely adorable. Those 4 little nubby legs, but his face isn't that cute to look at, I guess. So, like I said, this is mainly going to be based on cuteness. Tortuga, A tier, absolutely adorable. Archon, S tier, one of my all-time favorite mons. As far as appearance, yeah, I'm sorry, Tyrant's probably a B. Ammonite, he's pretty adorable, S tier, absolutely adorable, cute as a button. Let's see. Oh, Kabuto. Yeah, Kabuto's probably, he's also pretty cute, but not, he's not as cute as Ammonite, I don't think. From the front, like his little shell is adorable, but him himself, probably C tier adorableness. Absolutely D tier. The big eyes here with Ammonite and Anorith. Yeah, I think that's all of the beginning evolutions. We could put Aerodactyl in here as well. Aerodactyl's not that cute. But with that being said, that's the cuteness tier list. So with that, we're going to take these guys down, and we're going to focus on the actual secondary mons, or the good mons. Starting off, we have Rampardos, and Rampardos is one of the hardest physical hitters as far as these guys. So definitely want to say A tier, but I'm going to put him in B tier for now. He's one of the hardest hitters, but he's kind of slow, and his move pool isn't super great in my opinion. So we'll say B tier for now. One of the most physically defensive mons as well is Bastiodon here, and I'm dancing on B tier, but we'll say A tier for now just because of his defenses. Very defensive mon. Oh man, Caracosta here. Caracosta is definitely A tier. Very defensive mon. Pretty decent move pool. Yeah, that's all I can really say about Caracosta. Caracosta is definitely the leaderboard in A tier as of right now. Oh man, S tier. Well, I want to say S tier. But we're going to put him in very strong A because Defeatist is a terrible ability, and he is very, very frail. Oh man, he might actually have to go here. As much as I want to put him in S, because Archeops is my second favorite mon, period. He's my second favorite fossil. Oh man, I really want to put him in S, but I think he probably is a little bit... man, he just hits so hard though. He hits like a truck. he's basically like the Alakazam of the fossils. He's very, very frail, but he's fast. He's very fast, and he hits like a truck. So with that, he's going to be in the leaderboard of A tier. Very fast, hits very hard, but very frail. The definition of glass cannon. Can get you a lot of benefits, but once he goes down, he's of no use to you really. So let's see here. Oh man, Tyrantrum is gonna go in S tier for me. He is not only my all-time favorite fossil, he is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon in general. He hits very, very hard. He has such a wide move pool, so many bite attacks that he can learn. Electric, fire, he can learn dragon moves, rock moves, which are some of the hardest hitting moves in the game. Just a very physically offensive Mon, one of the hardest hitters here as far as damage. Not super weak to a lot of things. Yeah, man, he just hits super hard. Such a great move pool, strong jaw ability, boosting those bite attacks. And I really love to meme with this Mon, and I love to put King's Rock on him and get more of a chance to flinch opponents' Mons. I really love doing that. It's so much fun for me. I just really, really love Tyrantrum, and he is S tier fossil for me. As far as, and I'm probably going to butcher this Mon's name. Some of these Mons I can never remember their names fully. I know this one's Amora, and then I'm pretty sure this one's Aurorus. I'm pretty sure. Man, I want to say, man, such a lackluster Mon. We're going to put it in C tier, but I just, man, it's so lackluster. Like, it's like, don't get me wrong. This one, absolutely adorable. I love this Mon, but its evolution is just not great, man. It has a decent special attack, but with its slow speed and its frailty being an ice type, it's just, oh man, so rough. I've never gotten really good benefits from using this Mon as of yet. That could change in the future, I don't know, but just from my experience, it's just not a good Mon. And then we get into some of the newer ones here, which lose that rock type. So far, everything has been, rock type, but these newer ones, the fusion-based fossils, lose their rock typing, which I find to be weird, but, it's whatever. I think this one's definitely in the A tier slot. I think I'm going to move Bastiodon down to B tier. I think I'm going to do that. Because I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put both these guys up in A tier. Both of them have, I think it's Sand Rush ability. So they're faster in Sandstorm. A lot of these guys can utilize Sandstorm really well. We've got Strong Jaw. I think his ability is if he goes first, he hits for double. Or he has a move that if he goes first, he hits for double. I believe they both do. Such good moves, such good Mons. They're both dragon type, so that's also cool. Very high on the list as far as fossils. These dragon-based fossil Mons hit very hard. They're very cool. Not some of my favorites. I'm not the biggest fan of the fusion fossils, but I won't deny them their slot in A tier, being as good as they are. A lot less utility for these ice-based Mons. If you're on a swimming team, like a rain team, maybe you could probably reverse these guys. But usually, like as far as a fossil-based Mon, which is most likely going to be utilizing rock type moves such as Sandstorm and the Sand Rush abilities and things like that. These guys are just miles above these guys. Then we have Aerodactyl. Man, Aerodactyl is so good. One of the fastest mons, probably S tier, honestly. He's not super duper frail, unlike Archeops, unfortunately. He hits like a truck. He's the only mon to get a mega as far as the fossils. He has a mega evolution. So I mean, Archeops, or not Archeops, sorry, Aerodactyl, S tier definitely. And I'm gonna put Ammonite, or not Ammonite. I'm sorry, Omastar in A tier above Caracosta. Caracosta is very bulky, has lots of good moves, but as far as fossils go, there are so many hard, heavy hitters that you lose a lot of like special based encounters. Like, so if you have to use like water gun, for instance, Omastar is going to hit a lot harder than Caracosta, just because Omastar, in my opinion and in my experience, is probably the best special attacker, as few as there are. There are very few special attackers in the fossil category, but as far as the best, I would have to say Omastar. And then unfortunately Kabutops, man, he's so good. He's very fast, but his move pool is okay. He's probably the best of B tier. He's probably the best of B tier here. There's already like 2 or 3 water type mons that are just better. Omastar hits better with the special. Caracosta's bulkier, and with strong jaw boosted, moves. Man, they just can't compete as far as damage. But speed, he's one of the fastest mons, but then there's still faster mons like Aerodactyl. I think even Tyrantrum might be faster. Archeops is way faster. With Sand Rush, these guys are faster. I mean, he's very good, and I hate to put him in B tier because I really do like Kabutops. I like a lot of these guys. Like B tier and up is some of my all-time favorite mons. But he's strong B tier. And then we have Cradily here. And Cradily falls into a category of it being the only grass type mon in the fossil category. I kind of wish there was more, but it makes Cradily unique, and honestly, for someone who loves playing fossil Nuzlocke, fossil-based Nuzlocke, it makes Cradily indispensable. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in A tier, but I'm going to put him in the back of A tier just because he's indispensable with that grass typing. He's very, very bulky on the special side. Probably one of the bulkiest special-sided mons, honestly. But as far as like damage and things like that, he's not going to do a lot. Your best bet is to use him as a setup mon. Maybe give him Energy Ball for some super effective grass type moves, just to help you out a little bit. But he's not going to hit things super hard. He's going to survive. He can learn Recover, Leech Seed, I'm pretty sure. He can learn Giga Drain, all these things that help him, recover. Put a lefties on him, leftovers, and you're good to go. And then we have Armaldo, who was a very hard hitter as well. Armaldo being one of the only actual bug type mons there is. Kabutops can learn some bug type moves, but the bug typing with rock isn't that great. It's okay if you need something to help counter a psychic type mon, but a lot of these mons get like bite and crunch anyway. So I just don't see where bug typing is super beneficial. He hits hard. A lot of these mons hit hard physically, but he's just not good enough, in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically the list. So if I had to edit anything, if I had to make some mons D tier, I would probably just drop it like that. Maybe even drop Armaldo into C tier. Maybe a strong C tier. I mean, the same thing could be said for Rampardos. Like, you can drop him into C tier, have a couple B tiers. There's a lot of A tier. If I had to drop anyone to B tier, it's probably these guys. I really like them, but I don't know. I mean, they're super helpful, but because they don't have the rock typing, but I don't see myself wanting to use them. Like, I want to use Tyrantrum. I want to use Archeops. I want to use Cradily, even. Like, I want to use those mons. So I just don't see myself wanting to use these guys. I don't think they're special enough to be A tier. So yeah, I guess this is my final list here. I guess we could go a little bit longer if you'd like, and if you guys are done with the video, that's cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and place these guys into non-cute categories. I mean, in the beginning, both Lilip and Ammonite, they have terrible movesets that they learn. They have Constrict and Astonish as their moves pretty much for a long time. Anorith is okay. Kabuto is okay. Amora is even okay in the beginning stages. And there's a lot of just okay mons. Okay. Pretty decent in the beginning. Starts out with pretty much Headbutt, which is a very strong move, but doesn't do a lot to some things. Once he learns Bite, he's pretty good. Learns Aqua Jet, that's priority. And starts out with Wing Attack. I mean, starts out with Wing Attack. Soon after learns Rock Throw. Yeah, so this is the ultimate tier list as far as I'm concerned. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you don't understand anything or you have your own opinions, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of my tier list, how trash you think it is, how awesome you think it is, how accurate you think it is. Yeah, so hopefully I went in depth enough. I mainly was in my head through most of this, but I tried to get as in depth as I could. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I am going to get the heck out of here. I've been trying to end this video for like 15 minutes now, it feels like. So thank you guys, and I will see you. Always remember to love from your core. Peace out.
All the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon'